Good morning, dear children. This is your computer teacher Amrita Banerjee. Children, in the last video, we were discussing about the features of MS Excel. Okay, now we will continue with the few more features in the MS Excel which we have not completed in the previous video. So, children, we have learned how to delete the row or column. Now we will learn how to insert the row or column. Suppose children, here you can see one mark sheet sort of a structure. Now suppose I need to enter some students record over here. So see children, I have selected this Varun. Okay, now I will right click. I will go to the option insert and I will click entire row. So children, see one entire new row has got entered. Now suppose I have to give some name, Swati. Suppose the name of the child is Swati and her admission number is something something. Okay, and she has got admitted to class 5 and she stays in post office, suppose. Okay, so and her roll number is 506 and her marks are something something, anything you can enter. So suppose any new row you need to enter, even that is possible in Excel. Okay, now children, suppose you need, now this was a row and entry. Now suppose children, over here I need to enter a new column. Okay, so suppose after address I just need a phone number also of the student. So children, what will I do? I will click on this row, any column heading. I will do the right click. I will go to the insert option. Now I will click on the option enter insert entire column. Okay, so see children, now one new column has got entered. I will just increase the width because I need mobile number. So I have written mobile number. Now I can just enter any mobile number for different students. Okay, this way children, a new column can be added in a given Excel sheet. Okay, so hope you all have understood these features children. These all are very helpful whenever we are creating some required document, some presentable document. So all these features are supported in Excel. Now children, we will do some another basic stuffs which are there. Suppose children, over here you can see that this name. Now children, here are some alignment options are there. So now children, see this alignment is selected, that is align left. So you can see this name is situated at the left side. If I will select this next option, center, so now the name has got into the center side. If I will select this right option, so it will get into the right side. Now children, in top we have an option, this is your top alignment, means now the text would be written from the top. If I will select this one, now it will be written in the middle, and this is your bottom alignment. Okay, so suppose children, I am selecting this entire table and I am selecting it to center. See children, all the data has got centralized and I will select this top alignment. Now all the data has got aligned to the top. Now since these were smaller in the size, font size was smaller, this was easily visible. But for these children it wasn't visible. I will just show you. I will just decrease the font size. Suppose I have done it to 10. Now I will select all this and I will align it to suppose bottom. So see, all the text has got a bit bottom to the cell. So this way children, you can select any kind of alignment to the text which you are entering inside the cell also. Okay, all these things are supported in this Excel document children. Fine. Now we will do some more features children. Let us see. Suppose children, now are some numbers we have entered. Now these were the marks. Suppose children, I need to enter these marks in some another format. So I will just select the cell in which the number is entered. I will right click and I will go to this format cell option. Suppose children, I have to enter this number as currency. Okay, suppose I have to enter it in this format, rupees, and I will click on OK. So see children, now it has entered as currency. I will select this next option. I will go to format cell once again. Suppose now the currency I have selected, children. Suppose this is the rupee symbol. Suppose I need to select some another currency. Suppose this Chinese. I will click on OK. See, now the another symbol, dollar symbol, has got appeared in front of the number. So even children, you can change the format of the numbers, how it is appearing. Next number, children, I have selected. Now I will go to format cell once again. Suppose children, I need to select this in form of a percentage. Okay, so I have done OK. See children, now it has got 4700%. Now suppose I don't want this to be in this format. What will I do? I will first go to this option and I will do it divide by 100. Okay, and I will do enter. So no, before applying percentage I will have to do it. Children, I will show it in this number. Now this is 2393. I will have to create some formula now. Okay, because I don't want this 4700%. I don't want, so I will start a formula. To create a formula, it is always getting started with an equal to 93 divided by 100. Okay, now children, it is 0.93. Now I will select this number. I will right click. I will go to the format cell option. Here I have selected the percentage and I will click on OK. Now see, two decimal places are there, and this way the number is represented in the percentage form. Now suppose I will select another number, 87. I will do right click once again. I will go to the format cell again. Okay, and now children, suppose I have to enter the date. Okay, suppose this was the this format. I have to enter the date. I will click OK. So children, see, this way the date would be entered. Now since children, my entered value was not supportive, so see, that's why they have given this. Suppose I will select some number in this way, 23072021. Okay, now I will go to the format cell, format option, right click. Okay, and no children, this is not the way. I will select this 58 one and I will show you over here. Suppose the date is 2309/2021. Okay, now I will right click this one. I will right click this. I will go to format cell. Over here children, I will select the date option and I will do OK. It is not getting supported due to some reason, I guess. I'll just see. I guess I'm making some mistake children, so that's why it is not okay. The sample has got different sample I have got selected, I guess. Calendar I have selected Georgian. I have to select it in English and okay. I will try one more time. Why is it not happening? Date format, sample date, Wednesday phone. Okay, but why this format has got selected? I guess there is some mistake, isn't it? So children, since the format is over here, that's why it is not appearing. Okay, so the sample format has to be changed, only then I'll be able to change. So let me select some format. Suppose I have selected this one and now I will type OK. Now I will do it once again. So but it is not getting changed. Okay children, for now I will just skip this part. I will explain you the another one. So this way children, percentage and rupee, currency and percentage representation, I hope you have understood. I will do it once again. Going to the format cell, you will select the currency, you will click on OK, so the currency will appear. Once again format cell and you will go to time or the percentage, so percentage will appear. If you will create the formula equals to divided by 100, so you will get the correct value for percentage. Now I will go to 50. I will format cell. I will go to the date option. And now children, this is the format sample over here. See, it is 19 to 2090. I will just do OK. Now children, see the date has got appeared correctly. Isn't it? Again I will go to this option and I will show you again. It was coming this, there was some issue, so we were getting this. Now here the date has got correctly. Now 23 also I will show you. Format cell, date. So here is, this is the sample. Okay, this is the sample over here, and I will just click on OK. Okay, the text type of stuff, it is not supporting. 29th one I will show you children. Format cell and date option, and it is this sample. Okay, so see, now this date has got appeared correctly. So children, this kind of date is supporting, but the text kind of date is not getting supported in this. So there might be some issue, and this I will just check it out and I will explain you why it is not happening. Okay, so you can represent any number in percentage, some currency, and also in the date format. Okay, now children, we will be discussing the next topic, that is how to enter the formula. Suppose children, these are the marks. Okay, uh, 34, 78, 18, and now I need to add first. I will go from here. What is the name of the cell? It is S12, S13, S14, and S15. Now over here I want the total. So I will be going to this formula bar. I will click equals to S12 plus S13 plus S14 plus S14, okay, 14 plus S15. Okay, now I will do enter. See, from S12, 13, 14, 15, the sum has got entered. This was the sum of these four numbers, children. So this way you can create formula, you can enter formula in Excel. This is one of the very basic formula, children, and every formula starts with an equals to sign. Suppose now I need to calculate some percentage of this. Okay, so for that what will I do? What is the name of this? It is S16. So percentage will be equals to S16 value. Okay, S16 divided by 4 and multiplied by 100. I will do enter. So okay, no, it has not appeared correctly. I might have made some mistake. S16 divided by 100 multiplied by 4. Let me do it this way. Enter. Now children, you have got the decimal value over here. Percentage upon 400, right? 4 subjects were there, upon 400 multiplied by 100. Let me see. Enter. Now you have got the percentage correct. I was entering a wrong formula, children, so that's why it was not happening. 4 columns I have selected, upon 400 into 100. So this will give us the percentage. So here see, I have used the symbol of division and multiplication also. And now children, suppose I need to copy this formula to the next cell. So I will just right click this. I will do copy and I will paste it over here. Okay, so children, you have seen one thing, that over here the name of the cell was S16, but when I have copied it to here, the formula got changed to T16. Okay, so children, this is actually called your relative referencing. That means even the formula can get copied and the value of the column will get changed automatically. Okay, Now since here we are not having any specific such numbers, that's why you are getting 0 over here. Here we have the numbers, so we are getting the correct percentage formula over here. Okay, so the even formula can also get copied, so this is called the relative referencing. Okay, now children, we can do any kind of copy paste, as in suppose here is one data, I will just copy and I can paste it to any other cell this way, single paste. It can get pasted as in this way very easily without any complication. You can do this pasting stuff. Okay, you can cut any value from anywhere. This was copy, you can even cut the value. You can cut this value and you can paste it in some another place. So even cut and paste options are also available in this Excel. Okay, now children, next one is there. Children, suppose you want to cut and paste the formula. Over here there was a formula for percentage. I will just cut this formula. I have pasted the formula. Now I will cut this formula and I will paste it here. See over here, directly from cut you have done. So children, the formula has got pasted as it is. Okay, when you will cut and paste, the formula will get copied as it is, but when you will copy and paste, the name of the cell will get changed over here. This was the basic difference, children. I hope you have understood the difference between this copy paste and cut paste. Okay, now children, suppose I have created one document. Now I have to save my document. Where will I go? I will go to this option. This is my save option, children. Now if I have to save it with a new name, I can go to this save as option. Okay, I can have to save it in the desktop, and I can, like it was given book 1, suppose I have to give the name Amrita 1. Even this is also possible. If you will save this as save as, so it will get saved with some another name. Now you can see the name has got changed. Now suppose children, I will just close this document. Okay, I will go to this Excel once again. This is already there. So suppose children, I will be opening some another document. I have opened book 1. Okay, now I will go to file and I have to open some document. I will go to open option and see Amrita 1 is there. So see, my file has got opened once again. So this way you can open any existing document. Okay, so now children, there are also options where you can save your file in some another format, but that is not available over here right now. And now suppose children, so we will not discuss that part. Okay, now suppose children, you need to take the printout of your this whatever you have typed. So where will you go? You will go to this print option. So children, it will just give you the output of how your file will look like. Okay, so even this option is also available, but it is only showing me this much. There is some mistake. We can change the page setup, children. We can select it to landscape also if we will do landscape. So see children, now more data has got entered, so it can show only a part of it because one textbook, it is very lengthy. So we are only getting this much part to be printed. So if we have to get it printed as in, so we are supposed to specify as in the part which we have want to get it printed. Like this is in the later part of the worksheet, so it is not getting printed. In the preview you cannot see this part, isn't it? I will just show you once again in file. When you will click on the print option, only the first few columns are visible. Okay, so now we will have to scale it, then fit all columns in one page. So see children, now when I have changed the scale, now everything is visible. Suppose if I will change it to fit in one page. Okay, so then also there is no change. Fit all column in one, fit all row in one page, then also the same alignment. If I will do it no scaling, then children, only the half of the worksheet is getting displayed. Okay, and fit in one page. So children, now the everything whatever we have done, it will get accumulated in one page. Suppose now it is in letter format, I want it to be in legal format. So see, now the alignment of the printout has got changed. So these all options are available in MS Excel, and you all can do these all options and you can explore. Now children, you can easily close your document with your, when you will click on this cross, it will ask you to save. You are supposed to click on the save, so your document will get saved. And print one, I have already showed you that how you can view the preview of your file. Okay, so this way you can get your file get printed. You can change the scaling, okay, whatever as per your desired stuff. You can do all sort of settings for this MS Excel. Okay, so children, I hope you have understood all these features. I would request you all, please practice these features at your home, and if you face any doubt, you can ask me. Okay, thank you so much children, and okay, that's all. Thank you so much.